to discriminate against gay employees.
Barbara Comstock.
Too right-wing for Northern Virginia.
House Majority PAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
Tonight, several breaking stories. The chemical cloud over an American city. You'll see the pictures, the massive spill. Families told to shelter in place. More than 50 hospitalized. Also breaking tonight, a massive attack on the internet underway right now, affecting millions of Americans coast to coast. The newest attack just a short time ago. Everything from Netflix to Amazon to eBay. The FBI responding right now, and the question, who's behind it? At this hour, the storm system moving through the Northeast from New York to Boston. The system already turning deadly. The microburst, winds 90 miles per hour. Clinton and Trump, the handshake, the stinging jokes. But tonight, what we did not know, what the candidates said to each other when the mic was not on. And developing now, the NFL star admitting he abused his ex-wife, a penalty of just one game, the outcry, and tonight, the new action.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening on a very busy Friday night, and we begin with the real scare in one American community, a chemical spill and a dangerous cloud hovering overhead, leading to evacuations. Other families told to close windows and doors, that dangerous fog drifting for miles. Dozens have been rushed to the hospital, and here are the pictures from Kansas, the toxic gas right there overhead. And look on the ground tonight, visibility near zero, schools evacuated today. And ABC's Alex Perez is on the scene.
That massive plume spewing out of this Kansas distillery just after 8 a.m., a cloud of toxic gas.
Made your eyes water, you couldn't breathe.
Officials say the spill triggered when two chemicals, sulfuric acid and sodium hypochlorite, were mixed by mistake at the MGP plant where they make food and alcohol.
All at once, it just looked like fog had moved into the city.
The thick fog obscuring the sun, the scope of the plume captured by a drone. Anxious residents watching the cloud roll right into their backyards. Families told to shelter in place for 2 hours.
We are in the process of evacuating 1,800 children.
Many students rushed out of local schools away from the plant.
We opened the doors and all you could smell was this horrible, horrible stench. It smelled like bleach.
Parents like Kent Blankenship trying to find his daughter Nadia.
I went and got my daughter out of school. Her eyes were bloodshot red. She had a headache too, just like I did.
Breathing problems is sending more than 50 people to the hospital, at least one patient in intensive care. Firefighters using water to bring that mixture under control. By late morning, officials giving the all clear, telling residents it was safe to go home.
This was a large plume that enveloped a large area. We're very fortunate at this time that there were not more injuries.
The company is cooperating with federal investigators. The EPA says the air here is safe. Most of those treated in the hospital have been released. David?
Alex Perez leading us off from Kansas. Alex, thank you. And the other breaking headline this Friday night, a major attack on the internet. The newest attack just a short time ago affecting Americans coast to coast tonight. The FBI and Homeland Security taking this very seriously. Sites like Netflix, Amazon, eBay, all affected. And look at this map tonight. The areas in deep red there, the worst affected. Several waves of malicious attacks today, and ABC's David Curley tonight from the FBI.
Twitter, Spotify, eBay, among the hundreds of popular sites affected by this attack, all trying to recover tonight. Early this morning, the attack started, taking down sites including Netflix, with its popular shows like Orange is the New Black and Stranger Things. It was the East Coast host of these sites, Dine Inc. in New Hampshire, which was hit. It's called a denial of service attack when devices are used as bots to overwhelm a site with queries. This, just the most recent attack. According to U.S. intelligence, email hacks were made by the Russian government. The White House says it's too early to know who's responsible for today's attack, which it called malicious activity.
A lot of folks joking, David, what will they do this weekend about Netflix? How will they shop this weekend? But there are real concerns tonight about this being a new kind of attack we're dealing with.
A new kind of attack. The company called it extremely sophisticated and complex. And just 2 weeks ago, David, the first documented account of a bot using surveillance cameras in an attack. These are called the Internet of Things. Your printers or your faxes hooked up to the internet, they're not secure. Someone's figured out how to use them in an attack, and they may have used it in this one.
All right.
David?
David Curley live at the FBI for us. David, thank you. We are also following a deadly storm system moving across the Northeast at this hour, affecting New York all the way up to Boston into New England. A microburst, 95 miles per hour, turning deadly. Meteorologist Rob Marciano tracking it.
Tonight, powerful and deadly fall storms hammering the Northeast. On the move as millions start the weekend. More than a half a foot of rain making for a white-knuckle commute in Pennsylvania. In Hillsborough Township, at least 3 homes, including this one, washed away by flash flooding. Officials saying everyone got out safely. Just after dawn, swift water rescue teams shuttling 20 stranded residents to safety.
I've been up here 22 years, so I've been through about 6 of these. And they can be dangerous.
Gary Mitchley is glad the rescuers woke him up.
I thank God it didn't get to the first floor. So we're fine. We can replace what's in the basement.
Farther west, that deadly storm in Clinton County. A microburst killing 1 person. Winds there up to 95 miles per hour. Coupled with lightning and big hail.
That was close.
Knocking out power.
Already a difficult 24 hours. Rob is live along the West Side Highway here in Manhattan tonight. You can see the rush home there behind him. Rob, could be a rough few hours ahead.
Yeah, a slow go, certainly from Boston to D.C. to Pittsburgh, a large, slow-moving storm. Check it out on the radar. It's actually going to fill in overnight, so tomorrow morning a lot of people are going to see some rain. It will linger through the afternoon and then and from west to east. And then here comes a cold wind. We're going to see gusts 30, 40 miles an hour. It's going to be blustery, even some snow accumulating across the northern mountains. And by Sunday morning, widespread temperatures in the 40s, might even see some 30s. So I hope you enjoyed this week's heat, because we're not going to see the likes of that again, David, until spring.
We knew the Indian summer would not last long. Rob, our thanks to you tonight. Next this evening, the final sprint to Election Day. So many of you at home likely saying it cannot end soon enough. Tonight, the stinging jokes that had both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump laughing, not always at the same time. There was even a moment when they shook hands. But tonight here, what we did not know, what the 2 candidates said to each other when the cameras were not on them. Here's ABC's Jonathan Carl.
In North Carolina today, Donald Trump promised an all-out sprint to the finish line. But instead of complaining about a rigged election, Trump acknowledged he may lose.
And we're going to do this for another 19 days. Then I don't know what kind of shape I'm in, but I'll be happy, and at least I will have known. Win, lose, or draw, I will be happy with myself.
Hours earlier, Trump and Hillary Clinton met face-to-face, separated by only one man, Cardinal Timothy Dolan. Likely the last time together before the election, trading jokes at the Al Smith dinner for Catholic Charities.
It's great to be here with 1,000 wonderful people, or as I call it, a small, intimate dinner with some friends. Or as Hillary calls it, her largest crowd of the season.
Trump started out strong.
Michelle Obama gives a speech, and everyone loves it. It's fantastic. They think she's absolutely great. My wife, Melania, gives the exact same speech. And people get on her case. And I don't get it. I don't know why. And it wasn't her fault.
Big laughs, but then Trump lost to the crowd, booed when his jokes gave way to harsh attacks.
Here she is tonight, in public, pretending not to hate Catholics.
Then it was Clinton's turn, humor with an edge.
It's amazing I'm up here after Donald. I didn't think he'd be okay with a peaceful transition of power.
Trump cracked a smile, and then she hit him with this.
People look at the Statue of Liberty and they see a proud symbol of our history as a nation of immigrants, a beacon of hope for people around the world. Donald looks at the Statue of Liberty and sees a 4. Maybe a 5 if she loses the torch and tablet and changes her hair.
But in the end, something we didn't see at the last debate, a handshake. And later, Cardinal Dolan revealed what the candidates said to each other after a private moment of prayer behind the scenes.
Mr. Trump turned to Secretary Clinton and said, "You know, you are one tough and talented woman." And he said, "This has been a good experience in this whole campaign, as tough as it's been." And she said to him, "And Donald, whatever happens, we need to work together afterwards."
And John Carl reporting in from Pennsylvania tonight. No surprise there, only the battlegrounds from here on out. And John, we heard Donald Trump say today he's ready, win or lose. But he also vowed to all of his supporters listening that he would fight to the finish.
And it looks like it will be an all-out sprint to the finish. But if you talk to Trump's inner circle, they will acknowledge that he is down. And you could sense it in the room today. But they do believe that there is enough time to turn this race around and have a come-from-behind win on November 8th.
Jonathan Carl with us on a Friday. John, thank you. And it's not just Donald Trump, of course, Hillary Clinton and her final push, too. Tonight, the family at the center of her new ad. And it's a real signal what her closing argument will be. Here's ABC's Cecilia Vega now.
In 2004, my son was stationed in Iraq.
He is the Gold Star father who became a household name, brandishing his constitution at the Democratic convention, denouncing Donald Trump.
You have sacrificed nothing and no one.
Trump's blistering response to those grieving parents, a turning point in the race. And now, with just days left, Hillary Clinton reminding voters of that moment with this ad.
My son was Captain Humayun Khan. He was 27 years old, and he was a Muslim American. I want to ask Mr. Trump, would my son have a place in your America?
Clinton in Ohio today laying out her strategy to close out this race, what she wants voters to remember with Election Day now so near.
You deserve something to vote for, not just against.
And Cecilia Vega joins us from Ohio tonight, another key battleground. And Clinton joking about napping at that event with Donald Trump. Even he was laughing. But for Clinton, too, a sprint to the finish now, and she's got two major goals in mind.
She does, David. Sources say one of those goals is to try to win over independent voters, voters who still are looking at third-party candidates, but also to rally her own base in these final days to get out and vote with rallies just like this one. Also with this army of surrogates from Michelle Obama to Bernie Sanders that she's been dispatching to battleground states all across the country, just like this one, David.
Cecilia Vega covering the campaign from the very start. Our thanks to you. Next tonight, federal prosecutors revealing this evening what they call the largest theft of classified government documents in history. A former National Security Agency contractor in court today accused of stealing top secret documents left in his car in the driveway in his home in his shed. His alleged theft far more than Edward Snowden. ABC's Brian Ross tonight with the secrets he allegedly stole.
Officials tonight say NSA contractor Hal Martin irrevocably compromised the nation's security. Seen here in a photo posted by organizers of a computer security conference, Martin is accused of stealing, over a 20-year period, an astonishing 500 million pages of the country's most sensitive top-secret documents, including the NSA's own attack software.
So NSA will be less able to get in to the networks of Russia and terrorist groups like ISIS.
By comparison, Edward Snowden's theft involved only 1.5 million documents, and his case was supposed to have led to even tighter security measures at the NSA.
Alarms should go off. Apparently they didn't.
The FBI says Martin hid some of his stolen secrets in a shed behind his home in Maryland, and others were lying openly in the back of his Chevrolet Caprice parked in the driveway. And even more troubling, the FBI today alleged Martin has been communicating online with others in foreign languages, including Russian.
That's the most alarming thing. Brian Ross with us tonight. So communicating in Russian, and the government's still concerned that he could be a risk to spill some of these secrets.
That's right, David. And because of that, the judge today denied Martin's request to be released on bail, even though officials say they still don't know if any of the secrets he's accused of stealing ended up in foreign hands. His lawyer said Martin loves America and did not betray his country, David.
Right, Brian Ross and your team, you'll stay on this. Brian, thank you. And overseas tonight into Iraq now and the battle to defeat ISIS. Tonight, the identity of the fallen U.S. service member. Navy Chief Petty Officer Jason Finnan from Anaheim, California, was working with an Iraqi explosives disposal unit. His vehicle struck a roadside bomb. Meanwhile, Iraqi troops supported by the Americans battling for the Christian town of Bartella, creeping up the steps of the church, finding it damaged but free. And then this sound. The bell on that church, heard for the first time in 2 years. It was silenced by ISIS when it captured that town. There is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Friday. The chemical scare at an airport tonight. Hundreds evacuated. Passengers on the tarmac, some having trouble breathing. What investigators are now saying tonight. Also, the breaking developments, the NFL star admitting he abused his ex-wife. The outcry after a penalty of just 1 game. Tonight here, the new development. And then America Strong tonight. The officer who swooped in to save a bald eagle injured. And look at the eagle there in the back of the patrol car. But you have to see what happened.